Alright, everybody, welcome back to the finale of the 2021 St. Patty's Day Meltdown. Finishing up here on the backside of Edora Park in the Angry Leprechaun layout. Here's our TD, John Boothe, here to give us some insight.
Yeah, one thing we haven't mentioned in the footage so far is this is St. Patty's Day. It's pretty green grass for March, which is the case. Actually, in March, this was scheduled and got rescheduled because we had about 28 inches of snow.
Yeah, that was a heck of a storm. I'm glad you postponed it because you would not have been able to play.
No, so this is the St. Patty's Day June edition. So, actually, the weather was perfect this weekend. It's a little windy, a little rainy every now and then, but it was in the 70s. It had been close to 100 the week before, so when it cooled down in the 70s this week, it was really nice. Yeah, so this is back nine coverage. Got a battle going.
Yeah, we do. It's still pretty tight. I know some of the chase card guys have been really fighting to try and catch up with these guys as well, and on this course anything's possible, so
it is. Yeah, we get to hole 10. This is a nice little downhill. OB comes into play right and left. It's about circle's edge on both sides, and then you got a really tight OB sidewalk behind it.
So yeah, real close behind it.
It's a touchy, kind of pretty much a putter shot, but it's a little touchy. You just want to get enough, but don't leave yourself short.
Yeah, I bet a lot of people did, because it's
like that. You just don't want that putt.
And it's so tough to get yourself to put much on this shot because you don't want to go long, but I'd almost rather go out long because then it's an easy three.
It is, and that was a great shot from Liam.
Yeah, he got a little lucky at the end that it didn't decide to bounce out. It checked up, but that was a great throw.
Tyler's kind of leaking on him a little bit, but he's in bounds.
That's a scary putt, but it's definitely a putt. Probably near circle's edge somewhere, probably just inside.
Kevin gets a good move on this. Can it sit down? It does.
Oh,
okay.
And he won't even be looking at the OB. That's pretty hard to do on a drive on this hole.
You can put your disc between that pin and the sidewalk. That's perfect.
Jack, you can see how close that sidewalk really looks. That's a scary putt.
Thank you, post. That was moving. That would have gone out of bounds had it not hit the post.
Yeah, even that low, and it had the chance of sneaking OB.
Tyler not really wanting to be aggressive there.
Looked like he was kind of trying to put some hyzer on it so it'd be turning away from the OB.
Yeah, kind of Liam just doinking one there. Taking his par.
Yeah, take a par. That's nothing too big of a loss on this hole there.
No. And Jack tapping it in.
And Kevin will finally get to clean up his birdie. What a drive.
That's such a good shot. So yeah, we got Tyler still leading the way, 3 down. Kevin's 1 down. Jack's 1 over, and Liam's...
He's starting to kind of fight back after that bad hole that got him in the front 9.
Yeah.
So here we have hole 11. It's basically a big Anheuser shot or a big sidearm shot. Definitely got a lot of OB to contend with.
Yeah, slight uphill, and then it carries downhill towards the basket.
Looks like that'll be a pretty good shot. Needs to turn in. Oh, he caught the tree.
Yeah, safe shot though.
Yeah, he's out in the open there, so no real harm done. See if Jack can get through, get up to the green.
He's turning it over nicely. Maybe a little too much.
Yeah, a little. Oh, well, the cut roll, that might actually work.
Yeah,
that's going to be around circle's edge, probably.
I'll have a look.
Liam's got some power on him, so I'm hoping to see something good from him here.
Is that hyzer out? Oh, caught the one tree you got to miss.
Yeah, you aim at that tree and hope you miss it.
Yeah, right or left, you got open gaps, but drilled it. Okay, and...
Oh, and that might be turning a little too much right.
Tyler...
Oh,
he in
he's in bounds.
Oh, that hillside. Okay.
That can be a tricky spot, but at least he's in bounds.
Liam's got a nice touch hyzer in there.
Oh, yeah, that'll work just fine. Yeah, you can see he's having to kind of look through the trees.
Okay, there's a gap there. And
yeah, not too bad.
That'll give him an opportunity to save par.
Yeah.
And Kevin, nice little turnover.
Yeah.
It's a good spot to leave it.
Looks like Jack does have a putt. Probably more than Circle's edge from the looks of it, though.
Yeah, he's jumped.
Oh, that had a great line
that
on
looked
it.
so good. Just dead straight at it the whole way.
So Tyler with his chance at a 3, and he's in. Good shot. Alright, see if the rest of these guys can clean up their pars. Kevin doesn't have any trouble with that one.
Him tapping in his par, and Jack should do the same here.
Yeah, that's pretty good. All of them getting away with their par there.
Yeah, no harm, no foul really on that hole. That's not an easy par 3 by any means, but to walk away.
And mostly because of the length. It's a long par 3, but it's pretty open. And these guys all have the power. So.
Yeah, and then the skill set to do it. Brings us to hole 12. Yeah, we got the famous double mando St. Patty's between the two pines. Pretty much since this tournament began, we've always had this double mando in play, so it's more of a tradition than a need for a mando.
Yeah, I remember a few without it, but you saw a lot more rollers then. But it was the double mando was a nice addition. It makes for a really difficult hole.
It does change it up a little bit. That was a great forehand there.
Yeah, anything that gets out the gap is good. Anything that gets out the gap and keeps going is great.
This is early.
That's trouble.
I think that missed. Let's see what
I'm not sure
there.
he's actually past the mando yet. He may actually still have to try and maneuver the mando.
Yeah, it might be better than this at that point as far as I kicked. And this one,
at least he's in the opening.
He's in the middle. Let's see what Tyler has. Tyler
right up the middle.
That looks good. If that gets pushed far enough, he'll have a. Oh, he does.
Oh,
it's
yeah.
Way down there.
That's a great shot. That's what you need to get yourself in position to really run for that 3.
Looks like Jack didn't miss it. So
and
he's
he went
a
little long for the look
back.
from there. That's tough. Oh, you can see him over there kind of pinched against the tree as Liam throws. That wasn't bad. A little low, so it didn't get as far as he was hoping, but that's still a pretty good shot from there.
Jack having to take a knee, trying to get out. Needs to come back.
Okay, yep, that'll be okay.
It's working.
Oh, and he got out of the tree.
Okay,
he might be under a little bit, but he's at least on the good side.
Be able to advance it on that shot. Kevin just turns it over.
Yeah, just flips it up a little too much. Hopefully he's not buried too deep into that tree, 'cause he might be okay with a little bit of a lean out.
Yeah, that still leaves a 100-foot upshot from there, so it's not that easy. Let's see.
I'm kind of surprised to see him go up the left gap.
All right.
Gives him a look, though. It just didn't quite flip up to the right like he was probably hoping.
No, but it's a good miss. Give him circle's edge putt. Tyler.
Oh, and that one got a little away from him.
He gets a little early release there. He'll have a similar...
Probably doesn't practice that short of an approach throw on that hole.
Not as far as he throws, no.
That was a good out from Jack.
Jack having to kind of follow through on that one. Catches a tree, but he'll have a putt.
Yeah. Yeah, and Kevin was able to kind of lean out, so that wasn't too bad. That was a good shot from out of there. So probably around 40 feet here, almost 40 feet.
Yeah, he's outside the circle there. Gives it a loft.
Oh.
Just not enough.
Looks like Liam's right at circle's edge. Actually, just barely inside of.
And converts.
Oh, that's a great putt. Great save from barely, well, not even quite getting out of the gap on his first throw.
Yeah, from where he was at, that's a good four.
Jack kind of in the same spot. He kind of left himself in trouble off the tee, so.
Not making the mando, but not missing it.
Only
either,
taking
Stott.
a 5. That's pretty good.
That was a solid putt. That was a great putt. Tyler's cleaning up. Cleaning up his
Yeah.
4.
After that drive, you know he's a little disappointed in that 4.
Yeah,
though, 'cause that
that's-
was a great drive.
That's one you want to get when you're all the way down there.
But for the most part, that hole was played pretty well by our group. There was only one bogey and the rest pars, and on that hole, that's pretty good.
That's pretty solid. Yeah, so we got Tyler still leading it, and Kevin a couple shots back. He's going to run for it. We get to hole 13. Again, this is in the am position because of the length of the grass, so it's a little bit shorter. Plays a little differently than it was intended to, but still a good hole. We got the forehand on the outside. Is that
Does
coming
not
back?
look like he likes it.
Oh, it did not come back. Okay.
So we'll see what Liam does here. Looks like he's lining up the hyzer line.
Going up and over-ish. Kind of low.
Kind of. I was expecting a little bit wider.
Oh, he got
but-
through. Oh, no.
Oh.
He got through too far. Okay.
Yeah. That's the downfall to this hole. Everything slopes to that OB on the left, so.
Tyler going up the middle, trying to punch it through. That's a tough line.
Yeah, I think he got caught up in one of those bushes there.
And he'll be in
Looks like
bounds.
Jack's lining up a sidearm. Oh no, a thumber.
Thumber over
Or
the
a tomahawk.
top. I don't know if that came back.
Yeah, I don't know that it did either.
Alright, looks like Kevin did go OB, so he's throwing his third.
Taking the hyzer line, it's a little safer. I kind of expected him to throw the sidearm, I guess.
Yeah, I would think so
but-
too. I mean, you're OB the whole way, but you're coming into that hillside where it's going
Right.
to stick. Jack giving it a good bid, leaving it
Yeah.
right there.
That's a good way to play this hole. Looks like Tyler's just gonna try and pitch this one up there.
Yeah, it's an interesting little forehand approach. Sit down. Okay.
But again, it's like you said, it kind of is turning into that hillside instead of following it down to the OB.
Yeah, you could get a weird roll.
And Liam with his par save putt
Dude,
from him going
all right.
OB. That was
Go
nice.
OB and make that save. That's a great putt. Yeah, get that out of the basket. You don't need a springboard for the next one.
Right. He's already left himself enough work here, so we'll hope he can convert on this.
And he
there
does.
He goes, just pops it in there.
Yeah, good putt. Happy to walk away with that one, I imagine.
Yeah.
Probably not great with a 4, but happy to make that putt.
Jack and Tyler just cleaning up their threes as well, so
Counts it in there. All right. Well,
not too bad. That's a trickier hole than it looks. There's just not a clear line. It takes some creativity to get a good two on that hole.
exactly. That hole's it's kind of tough. We come to the infamous island hole.
And it is infamous. It's
200
definitely
foot.
a hated and loved hole both.
Exactly. 200 foot downhill, just an easy little putter shot. The wind's picking up now, so this is not an easy little touch shot anymore. So yeah, throw putter, it turns
Yeah.
over. Dang it, that's.
I kind of like throwing something pretty overstable, like a really overstable mid-range. Just because then it kind of takes the wind out of it a little bit.
It does take the wind out, but you worry about a skip with any speed coming into this, so that's what makes it tough.
Definitely have that issue.
Alright, see if Jack can get it on this island. It's a little high. Is it going to sit down?
Oh, and the sign caught him this time.
We got a little love from Dismania.
Yeah. So we got one on the green. Let's see if Kevin can find his way on. Oh, that looks like it's pushing too far to the right.
Oh, yeah, that one's out of bounds.
Yeah. So we'll have 3 throws from the drop zone here. Liam's starting us off. Oh, just didn't quite put enough on it.
No.
Looks like it's tailwind for him. Those always kind of make it want to drop out of the sky.
To really go for this, you got to give it a little bit extra.
Yeah, you got to risk that OB behind it.
Yeah,
that's tough to do.
That is. Let's see if Kevin can give it a bid.
Oh, he does. He did give it a good bid and stayed safe.
All right, let's see if we can convert the birdie here. And he does.
Nicely done.
Nice putt from Jack.
The rest of these guys will clean up their bogey. This hole really is kind of either you're birdieing it or you're bogeying it. I mean, it's such a small island that there's not too many shots that land on it that you don't make the putt.
That is true. It's a bogey or birdie. You can see the TD up in the corner up there, and the assistant TD kind of watching from the tracks.
Doing a little spectating. Hopefully none of the railroad workers see that. They won't like that, but that's okay. So yeah, 3 4s on that one and a 2.
All right, this gets to hole 15. This is the we call our backside. These next 4 holes are all pretty long, all par 4s. We got our OB on the left. We ended up bringing it in a little tighter due to the overgrowth, but looks like Jack's not even going to be flirting with that. He's going straight up the middle. Can't see where that one finished, but looks like he got a pretty good move on it.
Yeah. Yeah, Liam's got a big arm here too, so he shouldn't have any trouble getting down there far enough to get a look at the screen.
No, he's going at the big cottonwood that should be fading back in, and he'll have a look. Let's see what Tyler can do here. That looks early.
That does look early, but as long as he can get to the left side of those trees and stay in bounds, he'll have a look.
Yeah, if you get far enough left, you're okay. Too far, that OB could come into play, but I think he's okay.
This sidearm seems like kind of a difficult play on this hole.
You know, it is, but it'll put him out far enough right where he can throw a backhand.
Yeah, he'll have a pretty
sidearm
open look.
Guess he's going sidearm at it, but...
oh. Well, he's short of the green, but he's safe.
Yeah, he burned that one over, but it's a safe shot. So Tyler's kind of kneeling, reaching out here.
Yeah, he did get out far enough to have a look at the green, but it's not an easy one.
Wide. Oh, he makes it.
Oh,
okay.
He's okay.
All right.
You can see the water moving down there. If you come up short on that shot, you may not ever see that disc again.
Yeah, that's one thing to go out of bounds. It's one thing to lose a disc. So.
Yeah.
It's like Jack.
That was a great shot by Jack.
All right, this is where Liam ended up. It's a pretty good spot.
Yeah. He's kind of got those branches a little bit, but he's pretty open.
Yep.
Yep, that'll work.
Yeah, and it's kind of nice to have that little bit of that berm, that hillside to kind of run these shots.
Right.
Let's see if we can...
Oh, that was so close. That would have been neat to see. He wanted it, too.
He did.
Tyler kind of left himself a little lurk, too.
He did?
Don't. Okay.
Oh, that
nice that there's a lip there. That just saved him. He's lucky it didn't hop it.
Yeah, that could have been disaster right there. But...
Oh, as is. Sneaks it in.
Saves us par. All right.
Liam looking at a pretty short birdie putt here. That was really well played.
Yeah.
I really like where he ended up for that second throw. That was great.
Yeah, good drive. He played that pretty well. Good drive, good upshot. Nice tap in.
Jack also with a pretty easy birdie putt.
Yeah, he got way down there on his drive too. Well, this makes it a little closer. Looks like Jack's now back at even, and Tyler's just 2 ahead. So
yeah, he's
Kevin and Liam are still right in the mix.
Yeah, they're not far off of it. Kind of running out of holes to really make a move on him, but
yeah, and
doesn't mean that he doesn't have some trouble as well. That is always a possibility.
True. This hole's a little different than what the map says. We don't have the double mando. We moved the tee all the way back, so this is 2 combined holes. So
yeah,
it's playing 720 like it's shown here. See if Jack can turn this over.
Yeah, that
enough.
needs to flip over.
If it doesn't, it's going to stall out.
Oh, it's
it's
out in the road.
It's going to be a flippier disc.
I was kind of surprised not to see him go roller on this hole. He's been throwing so many rollers, and it seems like this would be a good hole for that.
You could get a roller down. You just got some elevation to deal with that roll.
Right.
So it's harder to get that angle down.
Yeah,
because you're dropping about 15-20 feet off the tee immediately. And Tyler going low.
Didn't quite get the flip. Hey, he's through.
Hey, he's there. That's a good shot.
Yeah, as long as you're out there in the open, that definitely increases the ability to get up and down.
And I like this big forehand over the top. If it holds far enough to the side.
He's got a really good forehand. So.
He does. He'll have a similar shot coming in. And he can make it in the green from there.
So here's Liam's. He didn't quite get out of the trees.
No, Liam's just playing for position.
That was a good shot from there. Oh.
Catches one tree, but...
That's still a good position.
Jack going down the sidewalk at this... It's down... Oh, it does! Okay.
Oh, and just short of the OB line. That was great.
That's a great upshot.
He's past all the trouble now. Just an easy up and down.
Tyler's going to go for this or lay out? That looks like he's laying out.
Yeah, that looked like a layup.
With a 2-strap lead, that's the smart play.
Yeah. Remove the possibility of any serious trouble.
Yeah. It's like Kevin going over the top.
Kevin's going for it. That with that sidearm, I don't blame him.
And he's
that
on.
was great.
Good shot. Liam's got a little obstruction here. I'm going to lean out. Let's see if we can skip one through. Oh, he does
and he
not.
hit the pipes.
Hits the gas pipes.
Oh. Tyler just trying to get one up on
skip.
the green.
Yep, that's perfect.
Oh, yeah. That'll ensure his 4.
Yeah, well played.
Here's Jack.
Kind of giving it a jump putt from there. That's a pretty good jump putt.
Yeah.
Gets on.
Tough to make him from that far, but that was a nice up
Liam having
anyway.
to do a little turnover putter. That's a good up. Kevin can get...
just a little too high.
Dang it. I don't know how many birdies are on this hole this time around, but it played pretty tough.
Yeah.
I think it averaged at 5.4, so...
Always painful to have a birdie look and end up with a bogey, though.
Yeah, so there weren't very many birdies on this one.
No, that's a tough one to get the birdie on. All of them are out here, though. This really is a difficult layout.
It is. Bogey for Jack, and Tyler going to tap in his par and keep his lead going here.
Yeah. And really, that's all he needs to do from this point is par out, and he should be in pretty good shape if he can do that.
Don't know what the other guys are doing from the chase card, but
right.
He's pretty much got the lead on this card right now.
So here's hole 17. It's a pretty narrow one. You got to shoot it probably 300 or so down a pretty skinny gap, and then just punch out the end and give yourself a look at this extremely protected green.
Yes. We got the dirt road on the right that's OB. Pretty much connects to the wall that you'll have to see him go over here. And that's a little turned over. Let's see if that...
that might be in a little bit of trouble.
Yeah,
hopefully he's got to look around those trees.
We'll have to shape something to get up and down from there. See what Jack can do. He's going roller.
Oh, that stood up right away.
Doesn't turn too much.
Gotta stop. Oh, and just barely slides out.
It finds that road we were just talking about.
Oh. Kevin's sidearm seems like it'd play really well to this hole. Oh, that needs to check up though.
Well,
Oh, yeah.
There is a pin position there for the normal hole.
Right.
Be parked if that's the case, but we're not playing that one.
Yeah, that might be a really tricky out from there.
Yeah, there's a lot of foliage to navigate.
It's like Liam's trying the roller as well. Got a much better angle on it.
This is a good roller.
That's a great shot.
It's out past the mulch. You see the wall right there?
And then the extremely guarded green.
Yeah, he'll have a little bit tricky upshot, but he's there.
So here's Jack trying to punch one through on that left side. Oh, it didn't quite get through there.
No, this is a pretty tough shot. Let's see if we can get one to hyzer in right at the last second.
Tyler's not in as bad a shape as it looked.
Oh, he's a little deep. He always has that hillside of the railroad tracks, so you can kind of run it from there, but it's a little high.
That's a good out from Kevin there.
Kevin gets down there, yes. It's a good shot. And we get up to Liam's drive. Nice little approach.
Oh, wow.
He looked like he was running that.
Yeah, that was a great shot, but he was in perfect position, so I was hoping it wouldn't get to him. Sometimes it's hard to imagine yourself in those positions.
Yeah, Jack having to pitch over the trees that have grown up around this basket makes it a little tough.
Same with Kevin.
Yeah, same with Kevin.
And then they're both going to have that kind of awkward slope.
Yeah, you can see Tyler leaving himself kind of an awkward downhill.
Yeah, and it's so hard to stand on that hill, let alone keep your balance.
You feel that wind coming. You got trees blocking it right by the basket. Yeah, that's a tough shot.
Here's Liam for his 3.
Oh, no.
Just a little high.
At the top. Again, that's that hillside angle that's hard to match.
Yeah, it really is. Kevin was able to overcome it.
Knocking down a par.
Jack saving his bogey after going out.
Tyler and wasting no time tapping in his par.
Yeah, he just wanted done with that. I think he's ready to be finished with this tournament.
Yeah. All right, so going to the last hole, we got Tyler at 2 down, Jack's 2 over, Kevin's 2 over, and Liam's at 5 over for the tournament. We have others that are kind of pushing, so this could be an interesting finish here. We got hole 18. We got an OB wall on the right. We got OB tracks on the left. Then we got kind of a OB island near the green, so players are encouraged to get as far down the fairway as they can on the drive. And then the upshot is where it gets a little tricky.
Well, and I know Jacob had just finished this hole and finished his round at 2 under par, so he's now actually tied with Tyler.
Oh, man. Okay, so
Tyler needs a par just to maintain a share of the lead.
And I'm sure he's well aware of where the other players are standing.
Yeah, that's one of the beauties of having the digital live scoring, is that these guys are able to be aware of that.
Yeah.
Maybe that's not a good thing.
True, there's some headwind. That was not supposed to be a roller, but it turned into one.
Yeah, it flipped right over on him. And you can see it's blowing right at him pretty hard, actually, at this point.
It is. Let's see what William has here. He's putting some hyzer so it doesn't turn over too much. But now he's going to be...
Oh, and that can be a really tricky spot.
I doubt he's going for it from there.
No. If I was him, I'd be just trying to get out to a better spot to go for it from. Let's see what Jack's got here.
Oh,
put that high and left. Oh, that turned over a lot, though.
Don't get up there.
Oh, right over the wall.
I will say, every time I get up on that wall, I hit those wood beams up there, and they do not let a disc come back down.
No.
Looks like Kevin's just laying up. That's smart.
Yeah, that's a smart play. He's pretty far back.
Tyler didn't get all the way down there either. He's pretty far back, so I doubt he's going for this. No, he's laying up. He's
just throwing a hyzer out there, just putting it in position to go for it.
Smart play from there, because it would be risky. The one-shot lead already, it'd be pretty risky to go for that.
Well, and it's so hard being this close to the wall that Jack's faced with there, so maybe if he was able to get away from the wall, if he hadn't gone so close, he might have been able to go for it.
Liam's third here.
Yeah, we missed Liam's second, so this is third.
And he gets past the... gets onto the island.
Gave himself a look.
Scared a prairie dog there. See what Kevin
and
can
Kevin
do.
turned that over a little.
Is it
Get
gonna
back
come back
over.
Inbounds?
Oh, no.
No, it does not.
That's too bad.
Tyler just needs to get on the island here and get up and down. Let's see what he can do. A little deep, but he's
not
right
bad.
there. He's 15.
Kind of a tester putt, but not
Yeah,
too
15,
bad.
20 feet. He's got that all day. Let's see what Jack has here. Jack approaches with the hyzer, taking the wind out of play. Skips up. Oh, that's a good shot.
Yep. That'll give him a look.
Right height with the basket there.
Kevin, after going OB. Nope, skipping off of a disc.
Yeah.
I think that was Liam's.
Hey, why not? Use what you can.
Liam with a putt for the par to finish out the tournament.
Yeah, good putt.
That was a good save. He was not in a good position to go for the birdie, so that was a good finish for him.
See how Jack can finish here.
Oh.
Last hole always get you.
Alright, so Tyler has this putt to force a playoff. You know that's got to be kind of weighing on him there. Oh!
No! That went through.
Just spit right out the back.
That's no good.
That's unfortunate.
That was a good putt. It was just a little left, but
yeah, just a hair.
It doesn't usually spit through a Mach X.
So he'll
that's
take a
too bad.
bogey, and that'll make Jacob our winner of
it
this
brings him
year's
back to
2021.
One down.
I mean, he still finished the tournament under par, and that's saying something, because that's a really tough layout. These guys all fought hard out there.
They did, and you can see Jacob sneaking through, coming back from the chase card.
Oh, and that put him in a tie for second even. He didn't get solo second. Nick Hansen.
Nick Hansen actually going for it on 18 and making his putt for birdie to get back to -1. So
nice.
Yeah, Tyler really needed that putt to force a playoff, but sometimes it's just not your time. So
yeah, that was a good battle, though. Thanks everyone for joining us. I hope you enjoyed it as much as we did.